play for long on Tuesday, and then Thursday was still dying with what I left on Thursday. So let's see where the fuck I was and what the fuck I was doing. So, at least now I'm only dying with allergies. That's fine. I can live with it. Okay. Alright. Did I actually talk to Jerome?
I'm honored that you should come to me.
About that Moldavite we discussed.
Yes. Do you have some news?
Do I have some news?
I'm sorry, but you'll have to replace the stone.
I was afraid of that. I only hope Merchant Vizek is safe and sound. Well, no time to lose. I'll get to work and you can come for it tomorrow evening. Good luck to you.
Okay. No, I did not talk to him. I got to him. You know what? Oh, nope. Nope, I just did not do the quest because I am dumb. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. I didn't realize how bug bit the shit I got this weekend. Work at a thing. And it's an annual thing that I never really had fun with until, like, this weekend. I got really fucking crashed with one of my coworkers. And we stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. I spent all day yesterday asleep. It was actually kind of nice. I might actually get my hotel room next year and stay again. But, yeah. Slept with him and his buddy. It was nice. Here's all within trouble. That's that. Loyal. Loyal man. He's loyal to my God damn it, now that's just stuck in my head. New. Yep. Yep. Because it's ridiculously fucking early. Nope. I'm gonna wait here for 2 hours because that's gonna be easiest. Okay. So how is my nourishment energy not going down? And the quest goes down little by little. Been a long week. I have a fight with my future. No. Lost that fight. I'll go back this week.
God save.
Fucking naked
How
man.
may I help you? Good night.
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
Just as
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian?
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat
Bitches.
he is in the cellar
Here,
he rents
hold my
from the
fucking
baker. He's
cam
afraid of
on.
me, for sure.
Lovely. My favorite part.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some who reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
I'll find out.
Goodbye.
Look what I've got for you.
I don't think I've
You'll
been
love
in a
this.
while. Oh, beef Galway.
Good fella. That's my boy.
Did I interrupt you eating? Okay, let me try again. My bad. My bad. My bad. Back.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
My bad. Okay.
There's the good doggy. That's my boy.
Sweet. Hey, look it. I used the sprint button for the first time instead of fumbling around crouching. Shit. Good for me. Oh, I'll never. I promise you it will never. Ever. Who you be? Oh. That's what you be. You be slow. On this side of the house, or am I going? Huh? Nope. Nope. Right here. I don't know what things you're doing at the bakery. Oh. Whoops. Yes, I was. He's down here. That makes so much more sense.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then? All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother.
Maybe.
I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
That doesn't begin to justify what you did.
I don't care. This isn't about me.
It's about
Listen,
to be about you.
I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Look, Florian, I'm sorry for what you're going through, honestly. But I'm not the only one who's after these people. As soon as they get wind of something, they'll be out of here and Esther will be gone with them.
If Rapiter finds I've told you anything, they'll kill her.
Not if I catch Rapiter first. He's here in town, isn't he?
Yes, he is. They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapiter. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. And I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapiter?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
Sure he will be.
I have my doubts.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapiter waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really know why. They took me to a derelict farm in the Skalitz Hills. My poor Esther, they'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dice?
They wear out over time. And they have to be replaced regularly.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge. God be with you.
The only business. don't know. I got it. I don't know how to get it to him. Nope, there we go. Okay. See, I told you it wouldn't happen. I'm always gonna fucking that, and then remember what's the key. You know, I make fun of myself so often for I think I remember. Nope. That's too full. Can't fit any more information in apparently. I guess I might have to do this. Huh, we'll be fine. No. Oh. What the? Who you be? I'm just feeling ready. When I was having I took my algebra lesson and I doing a regret. My everything is stuffed up. And my stuff up is annoying. You upstairs, ain't you? Whoa. Okay. Guess you were not on this side of the upstairs. Yep. Don't you really happening again? Oh, we've already talked. Okay.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
What about the crown? Is it finished?
I seem to recall telling you exactly. Take care
Right.
now.
The crown will be finished tomorrow. Okay. Now I've got all of my ducks in a row. I know what quest these are. Okay. I got it. We good. Okay. This one. This is the camp. I might just. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to this job. I'm gonna take a couple and ride there so I can figure out some of them clowns. No, mom. I'm gonna get to that bridge first because before I could do a couple of jobs like Jackie. What else am I gonna go for? Well, damn. Oh, I can kind of walk across it. I did not expect that, to be
I
honest.
can't go any further. The current could sweep me to my death.
No. Good. Hey, there you go. Okay. Do the thing. Oh, you suck. Yep. Back to always hitting 5. just trying to go around and try to find some sort of bridge thing. There we go. You know, I bet. Oh. Well, I can go into the water much farther than John Marston could, but that's nice to know. Oh, no, no, no. We are not drowning Henry today. Later, maybe, but not today. I got a plan. But most of those plans are just doing special shit until I decide I am. Which, as much as I slept yesterday, probably won't be until normal people time. It's good. So not even normal. It was bad. I slept maybe an hour Friday night. Technically Saturday morning. It was insane. And I don't usually stay up that late. I'm really bed at 10 o'clock person. Oh, Jesus. 4 o'clock. No. Alright. Guess I'm going back on foot. I forgot. Soon. Oh, it's not that dense. You suck. I just want to go to that. I'm just going to go back. Where you at, Wolf? There you at, Wolf.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I've checked in on Murphy yet. Since let me double check. No one will be oh. I don't know if I want to. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep on going with it. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Again, I want to get some of those out. Need a lot. What else? Who knows? We were supposed to jump that level. Thank you.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, listen. Oh. I think it's this way. is. I did it right the first time.
Yeah.
What is all happening?
Yeah.
Okay. B. Would this be? On here. I don't stop. What do you got? You're no scaring horse, but you know, you can still do speed. Continue to do speed. It's not vertical. You're fine. You got
Yeah.
this. Okay. Then I think that's where Riki was, right? And I accidentally found Riki outside of. I didn't mean
An
to.
assassin, eh? The old woman sets a fucking assassin on me. Well, I'll kick his arse.
I don't have. I do have.
Is that all you got? Ah!
Alright, that was a little bit. Wait, did you have a buddy? Why is it still? Okay, no, we're good now. It was. Oh, it was a bit, yeah. I get it. Took all I wanted from him, dog. Where? Makes sense. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Now we back on track.
Yeah.
I like the wind, bullseye. What is a hunter? You're dead, Bob. Like, no. Give respect from here, but so, bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'm here to go there. Just, you first. talk to the tanner about his son, who I did save this time. Did not save him the first time. Didn't save him this.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I've heard that some time ago a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling a few relics. Did he come by here and offer you part of a sword?
Would it surprise you if I said yes? Why do you ask?
I'd buy the piece from you.
Well, why
For a
not?
second I was worried I didn't have my
I
microphone
don't
back
know
on.
why I let myself get bamboozled into buying
I mean,
it.
30 minutes better than the first time, where it was like 2 hours. It was off for 2 hours. But hey, at least it's on this. I can afford to walk around.
Take care now.
That does not appear to be the... But it's only used at a... Okay.
Is something troubling you?
Yeah, that's what it
I
is.
wouldn't
Okay.
say it's troubling me exactly, my boy, but I've heard talk about the Sasso blacksmith and I'm losing sleep over.
What talk might that be?
They say they've heard him chanting when he tempers steel, and that nothing of his ever breaks.
Well, if it's troubling you, go and have a look for yourself.
Easy for you to say. I have too much work to do. And anyway, I can't just turn up asking questions. He wouldn't tell me anything.
Using spells to strengthen steel. That sounds like old wives' tales to me.
That's what they say.
I love
They
it.
say he was always muttering something.
Sit there
and
all
if anyone
day.
catches him at it, he stops at once and gives them dirty looks.
Maybe he's just praying.
I'm
Well,
telling you, like,
He's getting help of some sort, whether it's prayers or something less holy.
Either rinse or repeat. I'm gonna drop my shit, my microphone, my head. Having a lovely week. My face looks naked. It's so bad. Okay.
And how could I help with that?
Simple enough. Go there and find out if there's any grain of truth in it.
I suppose asking costs nothing.
Just don't ask him outright about any sorcery.
Don't worry, I'm not that daft.
Witchcraft.
Good, good. And don't worry. You won't be the poorer for it. Once you find out what's what, I'll find a way to
I
recompense
mean, I gotta give him the piece of the sword that I bought from you anyway.
All right. I'll go and see if there's anything to the stories.
Good, but be subtle about it. Don't go embarrassing yourself.
Embarrassing
Or
myself is
me.
what I'm good at.
God be with you.
Actually, let me sell some shit. I think
Farewell.
shit I can sell to you. Here, have all of my rancid beef. Enjoy that. Okay. Well, it's being fought this time. Didn't do it. Wait. Oh. Did someone leave again? No. Nobody left again. That's good. Okay. Here you go, we'll sell to you if those stoplight as well. And make more. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna sell you like 24 pop. 24 pop. What is that? Pop. Finish. Okay, I'm good. I'm happy with that. You're supposed to just ban them. I love it. I don't know how to get rid of that. I'm trying to ban anybody who uses that green blue bullshit. That's not fucking allowed here. That's annoying and just I know you're all bots, but still. At least show me that it's less than the current sword I have. Okay. I think I'm good. Oh, I have to buy something. There we go. There we go. Alright. There we go.
Yeah.
Uno.
Yeah.
Where's that's nice.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
Still quiet. I don't know if that'll turn out.
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief. These here are the Bearman brothers, Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs, except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
I don't know what the fuck I did about it.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
Oh, it's about time Rads had got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here. Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving. Snot-nosed brat. You put them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
That's Henry.
Right. Well, as I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out. Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Sure. No problem, Chief.
It's already out, stupid.
Show what you're made of.
Come on, hit me. Hit me.
Fuck!
I'm good. Come on, hit me. Hit me.
Stop, Stella! Shit!
We're gonna...
Not a good move. Bollocks! Ow. Giving up already?
Come on. Wait.
Fuck it!
And I'm gonna keep fucking up.
Come and get it! You didn't fare badly
Did
at
it?
all, I must say. You can ride with us.
Thanks.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief. But what do you want to know?
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool. And your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh.
But it's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickvold Castle. But that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynitz. And my father only leased it. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order because her family wouldn't let her marry him. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynitz.
Well, nobles can be very devout sometimes.
Not my old man. He cursed like a tanner's hand. More than once, he threatened to take a whip to our parish priest. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames. Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ, that sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. But then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near a Kovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of ours as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them. And that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you can turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together, with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling to Colleen same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head, and I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick, so he somehow squared things with the city council.
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the 3rd time, and how could I refuse him?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fella nearly every time he was right, and the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Those Behrman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers, the pair of them. Reliable, as long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of, but wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after, but of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk?
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching? For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
What about Jakey?
Jakey? That boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough. Should we ride out?
Aye, we ought to set out on patrol about now. Hope you've got your kit ready and whatnot. I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything interesting that way?
North of here, Samapesh and Merhoyed are that way, and Talmberg is a bit further on. There's stables in Merhoyed.
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables. We can go through there.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to turn up. I feel it in my bones. Mount up and let's go.
Sure. Chief.
Yeah, I love the traveling. Bands like that. That's nice. That's fun. Where are we now?
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, curtain, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy hollow.
The sweet aroma of honey.
forget as soon as I enter. Yeah, you're supposed to. Okay. Okay, that should be good then. Back again.
A sturdy poplar, standing tall and erect.
Aye. It reminds me of that day. That day where the two of us fought Fletcher's ma.
Very droll. You'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Your ma's a stuffed bird. I stuffed her myself.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well, men, how are things?
May I?
Yes, Fletch?
How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
Oh? How's that?
I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not Paris, France, I'll grant you.
What I mean to say is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined us. It makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention food.
It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. It always makes me uneasy. Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girls' sizes.
Oh? Well, how did you get yours then?
All right, I appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight. The victor, the spoils. That's how it's always been. But no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
What do we do now? What happened?
Chief, there's something going on over there. Let's go! Behind me, and keep your eyes peeled.
Wait.
What do you think we can expect this time, fellas?
Groschen, hidden in a piss pot under the bed.
Why?
A nice chunk of beef. No one there will be eating.
On account of it'd just fall out through the holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
My mouth is already watering, brother, and I ain't even touched a purse yet.
Once you've got your hands on some loot, I'll be happy to play you for your hard-earned groschen back at the camp.
Poor old Fletch. Never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Utility and human suffering, like always.
Always full of good cheer, eh, Dangler? Why don't you take a leaf out of Stone's book? Shut the fuck up.
Jesus, I wish you'd all shut the fuck up.
Keep your eyes peeled, though. There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues. Question the survivors, if there are any.
Remark that. No. Hey.
Kuno will want to know about this. Poor wretch. Jesus Christ, what a massacre.
That's it, Goblin. Scrupulous beast. Devoid of Christian morals, I accuse you. You abandoned all honor and virtue when you perpetrated acts of cruelty and malevolence against me and my forebears. All you heard from me. Certainly remember well. Ow. I challenge you to face me in a duel, as befits knightly virtue, to desist from cowardly concealment behind castle walls, to defend your honor and that of your house, as behooves noble slaves. If you decline to do so, I will travel this land and truthfully make known to all that you are an ignoramus, wretch, unfit for the company of decent men, and I shall have your shield nailed to the pillory as a mark of shame. I swear before God that I act justly and bound by my family honor, and perpetrate against you that only which you deserve. My grievance is only against you. The longer you hide from me in a cowardly manner, the longer I shall maraud and plunder in this province. Be it upon your own head. Signed on June 2nd of the year 1403 by Sir Hagen Zool. How was it June? When what happened in Skalitz was in March. It can't have already been 3 months. Can it? No, it hasn't been 2 months here. It's been 26 days.
On this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that crest. It's the House of Zool. A dangerous lot, God's truth.
I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and report to Radzig what happened.
What do you know about these Zools?
A family of impoverished nobles. They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia. But what they're after in Bohemia, I've no idea.
I thought I could go and search for those raiders.
All right. It's always good to have an extra pair of eyes.
Oh. Yawning, I'm not even tired. I'm bored. Can you open it? Oh. Oh. That makes a lot of sense. Show me. God damn.
Did you find any tracks?
Some, a horse or two. They rode off through the meadow towards dawn. They were avoiding the road, which is interesting.
Towards dawn?
Meaning towards the east. Apart from the mounted ones, there were some men on foot too.
Well, they can't move too fast then.
No, and what's more, they left a trail of blood. One or more of them might be wounded. Either that...
Nice work. Thanks.
That's a good boy. That's my boy.
Poor creature. Hunted down like game. Looks like they carried away a lot of stuff. Seems they met some resistance at the farm.
Somebody's leading me.
What a waste. But at least I know which way they went.
Somebody's leading me. Wait a minute. You're not looking the greatest. Oh, look. Huh? I did not step forward. Did you do that, you bastard? I know where they're at. Can I go back to Kuno? Also, so the time line is very divided. Can not do that right now. So
What the hell was that? Who's that? Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter.
You call that combat?
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
did not fucking. Yeah, just fucking kill me. I expected it to be all like, you found their camp, you can return to Kuno now. But no, it never fucking did that.
Did you find me? Nice. Poor creature. Hunted down like game. Looks like they carried away a lot of stuff. Seems they met some resistance at the farm. What a waste. But at least I know which way they went.
Thank you. Yeah, I ain't fucking dealing with them by myself. I ain't that stupid. And if the men want to fight shit, we'll all fight shit together. Make the stake be like red. Yes, I'm fucking stupid. I'm following that instead. Going back here. I really fucking hope I can tell them, hey, I know where they're at. If I can't, I will. No, I can't take them. Real fucking upset if they're gone already. Come on, Uno, don't let me down.
I tracked down those raiders.
You did? Well, nice work. So where are they?
A short way to the east, in a glade in the woods. They're dividing up their loot.
How many of them are there?
About 7.
We'll see. I'll tell the lads we're gonna deal with them. Nice and quiet. Hey! To me! Now! Listen up! Henry tracked down those bastards who raided the farm. They're dividing up their loot, not far from here. So let's pounce on them and give them what for. Move out! Look out.
Hey.
I'm gonna come help. Yeah. Why is it easier to follow y'all on foot than it is on horse? Good. Oh, okay. Sharp. All of this. No. I'm not needing the
Quiet as the grave, as the stone would say.
That's a good one. I haven't heard that one since... Let me see.
At a loss for words, are you?
Stop it, please. Or I'll split my sides laughing.
I'd feel sorry for the stone. Imagine not being able to insult your enemy's mother.
Ah, big mouth Jakey makes up for it.
I don't know how you managed without me for so long.
Who was it needed their back covered last time?
Jakey.
Jakey.
Fuck you. I don't need minding.
We all cover each other's backs. That's how this band works.
Get used to it.
I've no intention of getting myself killed by a bunch of bandits who pillaged a farm for cabbage.
Well, I don't know. You might get mistaken for a cabbage yourself.
Aye, he's green enough.
I say.
I'll cover you, Jakey. Got it? Thanks a lot, Fletch.
I'm gonna let you guys first. I'm not scared of them. So that's closer to 10 than 7. It's fine. Sorry, dog. Yeah. To be honest, I just want your money. You probably hear me when Dog comes back after I fucking stabbed him. I'm so sorry, Mike. Oh no, they... No, he just... Bandages. Who doesn't want bandages? That's it. Nope, nope, I want those piercing arrows. 40 of them. Lumen's first. Go for a pretty tiny sword. No. Oh, God, what? No, I gotta wake up a little bit. Right, you're fine. First. Shit. Oh, you're back already? That was quick. What's open?
Heyo.
There you are, buddy. I'm sorry. Come here, let me feed you.
Look what I've got for you.
Yeah.
You'll love this.
Yep, okay.
good fella. That's my boy.
Taking another adventure. What's gonna watch you cook? Oops. I keep forgetting to. Your stuff's cooked and came through food. Alright, well, I'm just gonna chit chat. Right. Talk any of you now. What am I supposed to do? I can't. Fast travel right up the heck out of my horse. Maybe I can stand slightly go up the horse. That's it. Now I just go.
Yeah.
This voice sounds familiar. Also, weird. The joke, girl. Who's watching?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think directly about that. I'm going to come across something that I'm going to wish I did. Oh, look, there's a road. Fish. Oh, wait. What interesting sight. Okay, let me figure out where this interesting sight is. Why am I like this? Dad wasn't in it yet. Dad was in it. Mom's
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Give me a step. Enough. Too dark for me to try. I think I'll go you will be fine. Whoa. I love when here's the map. No, that's definitely going to be fun. And at night, now I will wait till morning. I'm still stuck on the June 2nd part, though. The second game didn't start. Hey, fuck. I wouldn't run into you if you wouldn't stop in the middle of the road. Just saying. Hey. I know
Good day,
you.
Henry. Well, if it isn't the world-renowned victor of the rat-eye tourney, Henry of Skalitz.
I went to parley with Wolflin.
So how did that go?
I convinced him to take his gang and leave.
Really? I knew you were no fool, but that's something else. You're a born diplomat, Henry.
I don't know about that.
Don't be so modest. We have to drink to this.
Do we have to?
Is there anything I can help you with, Sir Hans?
Ah, Henry, the very man I wanted. There is something you can do for me. You see? I'm in love.
Are you
there's
now?
a new wench at the bathhouse, is there?
Watch it, Henry. This is the love of my life we're talking about, not some wench. The face of an angel, breasts like silk pillows to dream on, and good strong hips. A regular Helen of Troy.
Troy? Isn't that near Prague? I don't know anyone from there.
Never mind, blockhead. What I'm saying is, she's a fine filly, and you can help me win her.
Talk about winning like the horse. That's certainly gonna win you over.
Sounds like fun. I'm all ears.
You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall bear her a letter and a gift from a secret admirer.
But why me? It's not like you to be
See,
bashful.
that right there.
You can
Mom's
just go
calling
and
him
tell
Hal.
her,
Certainly not. Carolina is
He's
different to the others.
not even
She was
once
educated in
in
a
the second
convent
game
and
does
needs
anybody
to be
call
handled
him
with
Hal. It
kid
makes me
gloves. Romanced. I must court her secretly.
I need somebody
It's
to
the
call him
latest
Hal.
fashion in France.
I don't care if it's
And who is
Vishka, I
this
don't care.
Carolina?
The fairest maid that ever
Someone
walked
needs
the
to call him
earth.
Hal.
Carolina.
You've got time, you've got DLCs.
The butcher's
It's-
daughter.
Just do it.
You must have
for me.
noticed the divine
Make
creature
me
in the
happy.
marketplace. Unless you're more interested in barnyard animals.
Carolina. I do know her. She's a pretty girl, all right, but, well, a little below your station.
Love knows no station but the heart. And you keep your peasant eyes off her. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck. I did have one that I inherited from my great-grandmother. Unfortunately, not anymore.
Because you're shit at dice. I bet it's because you shit at dice.
What happened to it?
I lost it playing dice at the inn.
Yep.
But you'll get it back for me. You're a smart lad. I'm sure you'll figure out a way. And I'll reward you handsomely.
Oh, all right then. Is there something else I should know about this necklace?
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko Tavern when I was there to see...
Ledechko?
Well, that's not important.
So, some dice player from Ledechko won your grandmother's valuable necklace. Haven't you learned anything from losing to Zdena, the bathhouse wench?
My great-grandmother's. And as it happens, I have learned a trick or two. But that fellow has the luck of the devil. No doubt he'll still be sitting there, swindling other folk out of their hard-earned groschen.
Oh, what's the use? All right. I'll go to Ledechko, find this diabolical dice player and see what I can do. Though I'll probably lose my shirt to him.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
God be with you.
Oh, look. It's the other person I wanted to talk to here. No. Come back, Dad.
Greetings. What do you need?
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We came across a burnt-out farm near Merhoyed.
Christ! It seems Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
Now, this is something else, sir. We found a shield there with a crest. A tricolour star on a blue field.
I know that coat of arms, unfortunately. It's the House of Zul.
There was a letter there, too.
Show it to
Which
me.
I totally didn't read.
Although I think I already know what it will say.
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence. I challenge you to face me in a duel. Defend your honor. Antinomious wretch. Well, that's nice. Signed, Hagen Zul. As I expected, old grievances coming back to haunt me.
This Sir Hagen wants to challenge you to a duel.
Apparently, he still hopes I will agree to this kind of outmoded solution to disputes.
But surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel. What about your honor?
Henry, my boy, honor is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high regard. But in time, you'll learn that some matters are not so straightforward.
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last 15 years and become a courtier. Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honor, but an abuse of honor. Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying, but I'm not such a fool as to play by his rules.
You know, thinking about it. That makes sense.
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
I'll buy you an ale.
Well, I'd like to hear the whole story, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. It began in the first year of King Wenceslas's reign.
NPCs
He sent
just
me
stuck
to
wherever
resolve
he
a dispute
chatting
between
with
the
somebody, so this
Zuls
guy's
and a
just
neighbouring house. It concerned land boundaries.
You
The
can move,
Zuls
you
had
leave.
refused to accept the ruling of the land court.
dropping in there.
His
Knows that
Majesty's position was a little shaky after his coronation. So a decision was made in the royal court to take radical action against any dissent in the kingdom. Since the Zul family was defying the king, we were obliged to punish them. Harshly, as the circumstances demanded. The head of the family, Hagen's father, was hanged. Their
here.
castle razed to the ground and their property confiscated.
Over here.
So, they're out for vengeance. But you acted according to the law.
Would it were that simple, lad. I was young and didn't realize the repercussions it would bring. For one thing, the king didn't use it to strengthen his position. On the contrary, he took less and less interest in such affairs.
How come?
Because he realized things would eventually sort themselves out. He promoted me to royal hetman, leaving him to pursue other interests. Secondly, my actions essentially created another band of robbers. When you strip a nobleman of his property, you can't expect him to take to begging. And thirdly, I wasn't aware at the time that the other party to the dispute was distantly related to me. Naturally, that made it look like I was acting in self-interest. If I'd known what I know today, I'd have been a lot more circumspect.
Well, what are we going to do about this?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's marauding around these parts, the greater the chances that I'll finally have to succumb to his conditions.
So you'd fight him, if it came to that?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge. Maybe it's coin he's after. Who knows?
All right. We'll deal with him, sir.
I'm sure you will, Henry.
May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The chief engineer? Is it about Scalets?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Scalets mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
No,
Where?
he's in...
Now that's a good question. He went to Sasau to deal with something there. Most likely at the inn.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal.
See?
Goodbye.
Nobody fucking calls him Hal in Senku. Not in the English dub anyway, and I've heard all the Jinjo and the Czech translation, because in all the fucking edits I watch on TikTok, they call him nicknames there, but not a single person calls him Hal in the English one. Come on now. Please. Just have the actors come in, re-record those lines, and add Hal in there somewhere when they're being nice to Hedwig. And we'll all be happy. This is my room, eh? It is.
You must be up to no good, sneaking around in the dark. Light a torch before the...
I'm in my room. Get out.
You can't just walk around in the dark. Whoa.
Get out. Get out. Here. Chase me out here. That's my room. Why?
Creeping around.
Is this my room then? This is not my room. Why am I all... Why...
Around in the dark without a light.
That's my...
Where's your torch?
How do I not have this? There. Leave me alone. Where's yours? That's my room though. Why? Right? Yes. I am so confused. I'm gonna get yelled at for trying to lockpick into my own goddamn room. Because this is my room, isn't it? This is... Why did I have to lockpick my own goddamn lock? That makes no sense. This is my chest, right? Yes. There's all my shit. 2. I'm gonna repair all of these first, which is gonna cost me while I get that. Or no one stuff. That's good. So 8 hours just because I'm closest to when they open. And because I'm over encumbered, I'm not gonna be able to go full speed. At least 2 hours, which is better than I've been able to stay for like 3 weeks. Granted, last weekend I was busy. Oh, super overpowered. Maybe on strength. I bet I can't ride you. Cool.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
That's good. My horsemanship is always good. If people with spare eyes shame. It's raining. Oh. Let's go to the grandstone, see if I can get that sword up, see if it's actually worth it. Hey, wait, yeah. Is Han's horse? I bet his horse is still there, and that's why he's walking everywhere. Yeah, buddy, you don't have to walk everywhere if you remember to bring your horse home at the end of the day. Oh. Animal have no walk everywhere. Leave their horse. Man. Dadzig too. His horse was still there. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but his horse was there. Okay. absolutely doing this wrong. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna head back to it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
What was that noise? God save you, good night.
I heard that a pilgrim was...
I don't know anything.
Really?
Really?
Oops.
Are you trying to suggest I'm lying?
Yes.
Take care.
What my shit here?
Take care.
Damn it.
What was that? Mother of God.
Guess we can do it. It's the better it was, I guess.
What? Anything else?
Oh, you were literally in the way.
What's the
Stop
matter
holding your
with
breath.
What's it to be? Anything else? What's the matter with you? What's it to be? Take care.
Yeah,
Is
this
there
is
something
fucking
you
looking
need?
prepared.
Hey!
You?
God bless. Take care.
Damn it. Both y'all suck.
Mother of God.
Trading, repairs. Hans there yet. But he's still walking with his slow, noble leg. Prissy little parted toes. Alright. Weapons. You can repair those, I guess. Repair them. Dog is in the way. I will pull out my sword. Thank you.
My God, what up?
shield. The knight's hunting sword. That's not what I have now. Two daggers. I need two.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, so.
Is this enough?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Load. Not. Fuck, try. Apothecary's open. Oh. Why is the weaponsmith open? Everybody else is enough of it. Split myself. To him. Words. Words are hard. No, we don't. Oh yeah, hard words are. I'm trying to talk to him.
God Almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your
That's
fancy
just me.
clothes? Good luck.
Yes, I know. I look like shit. I'm working. Okay. I am going to try and repair what I can so I can make more money off of it. But I'm going to cap myself at least. Only got 7 buttons. curious about that potion, but not enough to any other birds. I bet these are better, aren't they? Or does that not even matter? It'd be a little bit funny if it didn't even matter. Where are the silver studs? See if there's anything I want from you. No, Belladonna. Because you can never have too many, even though I can make some, but do they have any tailor kits? I will see. Alright. Let's shake.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, sir.
Definitely get this one.
Since it's you,
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Definitely get 450 on it.
that would do
Fuck
it.
yeah. Cool. Okay. Guess I got something real quick. How many I need for Alright. Yeah. I really walked back properly for the last couple of days. Or by distance. Sorted by distance. Where's it? Oh. Wendy's has a hockey sandwich. I like Takis. lot. Currently eating Takis. You know, it's fucking windy. I'm not even starving, but they have a Takis chicken sandwich. And Takis fries. Bitch, that sounds incredible. I still just want coffee, really, but fuck. Alright, no. I might be fucking leaving the house for lunch, goddamn. Fuck, that sounds shit. I'm fucking getting starving for shit. Well, I need to leave the house anyway. Chores. Shit. Because I like coffee. Sweet. Why are you popping up with the wind? Oh, there we go. One nice thing about the double aspect of having just shaved my fucking face on Thursday is that I'm really good against this pump. Go away, go away. Every once in a while, I get these really sharp headaches. It's got the same intensity of my migraines, but it flashes on for like 15 seconds, and then it goes away and it never pops back up again. Those are my favorite kind of headache. Really ought to get them checked out properly. My grandmother who passed 2 years ago had her head CT'd in the middle of a migraine, and they said it was seizure-like activity on her brain. I probably should get those tested. I don't think it even brought this up my PCP, but I need to find a new one. Shit. Give me a concentrate that's not Starbucks. That would be great. Nope, nope, don't want you. Yes. A neighbor with his beautiful, like, 80s, I think it's a Mustang, don't quote me on that. I'm still surprised it runs. I don't know if you can hear, because I know I've changed some of the settings so that, like, the lower frequency stuff doesn't pop up here. But it sounds like shit. I'm surprised the thing's still running. Dude must be still doing maintenance on it or some shit. But, like, it runs. And it drives away and it leaves. I'm just shocked. Good for him, though. At least, you know. Go away. Fucking. My phone has been slow for the last couple of days. It really probably ought to restart at this point. I don't want to. I really should have thought about this. I had a 5-hour energy drink, regular energy drink, and I still came home. I think that probably says a lot about me. I can fall asleep on a 5-hour. Shit used to work on me when I was going back and forth from Michigan and Minnesota for my youngest sibling was in beauty pageants. So I would come back and forth with those sometimes. Often. It wasn't like fucking job. Oh. But still browsing. Okay. Yes, there was an issue with payment. Fucking forgetting. Alright, hold on just a second. I will do this. Now, hold on, go away. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And then I will be back in a couple minutes. turn everything back on this time. Hold up. Oh no. Okay. I also got work branded chapstick, but I can't find my other chapstick. My mouth. I'm happy with it. I don't know if that's menthol or coconut. Which spice is about me? City barbecue, stop being tempting. Okay, don't do that to me. Still. Oh, you were already good. Duh. Okay, good. Fruits. Interesting. Yeah, you're open now. Good. I'm gonna have you. Here's
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you? Take care.
I'm have him repair everything that is under. Okay.
Let's have a word about the price.
I knew it was gonna be a lot.
All right, so.
Are we agreed?
Let's say that's way too.
That's not enough.
Yeah. 40. See if I can get you down to 900. 900 is fine.
Finally,
Okay,
a
cool.
reasonable sum.
Oh, nope. Not yet. Not yet.
See you later.
That hunting bow is better. I'm going to equip it. Coupons, however, is going in that. I'm keeping that. Oh, I go to the tailor. I wanna. I'm going to repair everything. You are. Oh, what say you, Mr. Apothecary? Are you still asleep? Let me replace the bits that are. I'm gonna wear that. Okay, you are not better, so I will sell. That is better.
Good health to you.
No, you don't do that.
Good luck then.
And who does? Does you? No, you doesn't. Who cares these things? It's not you. I am famous to the most people. No, it wasn't enough. Ah, yeah. Right? Yeah.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Alright, so.
No, we not. No. Nice.
Since it's you,
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Actually, a bit more. More than a bit more. Okay, nice.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
But none of these way and can just fall off. Hey.
I'm glad to see you.
Didn't sound glad to me. Don't know. I've never used that once in my life, so I guess I'll sell that too. I don't think. Let me only. That's. Not what I wanted. Yep. I'm. Fuck. That's fine. Actually, let me get 3 hours just so I can at least talk to everybody. Because I'm not doing that again. Get it up, waiting. Oh, you know. Or Henry starts driving me, he's quite hungry. I'm gonna do this again, but this time's gonna be bad. I know this is gonna be I did miss thing, right?
Yeah.
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Okay, let's prepare my shit. Right, you prepare weapon. I think I'll pay them.
Good luck then.
What do you want?
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so.
Is this enough?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Yeah. Oh.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
I don't know who I go to. For
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be
somebody on the road's gotta be able to be prepared.
God almighty, has something happened?
Goodbye.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, so.
What about this?
You're a right pinch purse. Forget it then.
Oh, fuck you.
Good luck to you.
No, I want to.
May the Lord watch over you.
Change what I'm wearing.
Take care now.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Is this enough?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
No, don't cover. Again.
God save. Good luck then.
Oh, no, what I wanted was... I want the red hood to go on horse now.
God be with you.
Look out!
God's blessing. God be with you.
I'm honoured that you should. Good luck then. Goodbye.
Alright, we're going. All the way back down. I just realized that I was talking to the trader, and that's why I couldn't do repairs at the one place. I needed to talk to the actual fucking tailor. Okay. My brain will come with it.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight. Take care now.
Also something I have better hunting. Get ton of better hunting. Good. But it's okay. You son of a bitch. I was wrong. 3 hours. I think I'm just gonna end it here for now. Oh. Have fun, enjoy your weekend.